Live. We are live. Welcome to the Nexus, one and all. Glad to have you here. Where's my applause? Yes, we gotta have our applause. Yay. Okay. We are live. Welcome to the Nexus. Glad to have you here. Time we set aside each week to talk Torah and Bible and all things biblical, religious, spiritual, maybe even political.
You went back to echoing.
Went back to, why am I echoing? Let's just see if I can cut that out. Hang on a minute. Why am I down here? How about now? Is this better?
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I hope it's still there.
About Bible.
Still there.
Huh?
Okay. Is that your CB behind you? Is a mic on the CB?
No. I'm scanning, but no, mic's not on. It's not that. Well, we have to figure this out every week because it's just not... Check 1, 2. Is this any better?
No. Yeah, so far.
All right. Well, we'll keep it there then. Anyway, we talk Bible, we talk God, we talk all things related, and we're glad to have you here every Thursday, 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. daylight savings time now. But we are in Parsha Vayak'hel, and we're also doing Livin, Vida, Noah. Kind of play on words. Isn't that great? Isn't that funny? A lot of what we get now is really for the rest of Exodus. It's, as you will, an assembly of what was done. And the Parsha starts off with don't work on Shabbat. Whatever you do, you don't work on Shabbat. Now, here's the work you're going to be doing. And he pretty much just gives an accounting of everything that the Israelites were busy with after the second set of tablets were brought down. And it was then we get to work on the Mishkan and get to work on the Ark and the tabernacle. And it pretty much walks you through that. And, of course, the vestments for Aaron the high priest. I did think it was interesting. Moses assembled the entire community of the Israelites and said to them, and we get this just a couple more times the people are mentioned. Take contributions for God among yourselves. Let every generous-hearted person bring the following contribution. It'll say, let me move on here, part 2 that we're in. By the way, if you don't know where the Parsha is, there is a link. Let me put it in the side chat.
Use the second one.
And I'm going to put it down here. There we go. Oh, no, that's still Rumble Studio. Hang on a minute. I'm still going to do everything. Still.
There it goes again.
The echo?
Mm-hmm.
They've moved things around. It no longer has a private chat. So there's a link to join. We love you to join in. It's an open conversation, always has been. I can't I have to go back and copy it from the website, back a couple pages, back over here to the live chat. That's a link. We're in Exodus 35. And it even got, oh my goodness. I post a link.
The second one is a complete one. The first one is just the half Torah. The second one is a complete.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about this echo. Okay, we'll go over here to stereo mix. Hang on. We're in limbo. It's science fiction, hard science fiction here. There. Now I can
Yeah.
turn the mic up. There's no echo, is there?
Nope. Yes.
Okay. Silliness. Absolute silliness. First thing I did was set this up. I restarted the computer with updates. It's a Windows box. And then, anyway, I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I don't know. Maybe I have to switch.
Turn the microphone off on the computer.
There's not. There isn't one. It's just this one.
Well, hold your head still.
Oh boy.
It's been
Rosalie,
that kind of day, trust me. It's been that kind of day. I'm over it.
not mine either. Winds of change blowing through.
No, man, they were pretty bad today too. Speaking of winds, oh my God, it was horrible.
It's been hard this season. How about now? Is there an echo now? I'll move back to
I
that.
don't know, keep talking and move around.
Okay. We'll have to deal with it. Sorry about the tin
Yep.
can, y'all.
Yeah, it's still there. That's okay.
Check 1 2. Check testing 1 2.
That's
Hopefully
better.
it'll keep. Hopefully it'll keep. Okay. Well, hey, let's just move on over. We're going to talk Torah, but I figure we do some memes of the week. Here we go. First meme of the week. It's someone we've had up here before, something similar, but absolutely nothing to see for the missing 15 million votes. Here's a good one here. Prior to the 1967 war, Gaza was Egyptian, the West Bank was Jordanian, the Golan Heights was Syrian. So where were the Palestinians before 1967? What is a Palestinian? Well, the king of Jordan, he says that Jordan is Palestinian. It's a Palestinian state. He said that flat out. Jordan, imagine that. A place with the same people, the same heritage, the same language, most of the time, anyways, the same religion, right next door. And and Jordan's been a real pain. I think Jordan now would probably let him in, the Gazans, but all the Gazans want to do is kill Israelites. And if I remember correctly, it was Jordan helping Israel fight off Iranian missiles not too long ago. Well, and that goes for the Saudis too. So not so sure that people know that, but Palestine is Jordan. Jordan is Palestine. This one came not exactly a meme, but it's sound advice. And you sent this to me, Rosalie. I had to include it because
Yes, I did.
we'll do some more silliness here. If you're only listening, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Here's one. Federal judge orders astronauts be returned to the space station. They were not allowed by Elon. He was not elected to bring those people home from space. So, okay.
Gotta love the Babylon Bee.
Yeah. And finally, meme of the week. When Democrats realize they're the ones painting swastikas and harassing Jews. Funny how it works, isn't it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, there's Zucker off of there. So, memes of the week, you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. A little bonus here on the Nexus. Hey, we're glad you tune in because there's a lot of other stuff you could be watching. Although we don't get the live views, people do come back and watch, and I appreciate that very much. We'd like you to join live, have discussion. I was at Brother John's 420 Cafe, and some of the old dudes from the Nexus still hang out together, but they're over there. And they don't talk religion as much as they used to. That was what my hangout was for many, many years. And he's like, I don't see you on Thursdays much. Well, I don't talk religion. I said, well, because you never stop by. It's me and Rosalie. What else are we going to talk about?
Right?
Torah. So, Livin, Vida, Noah. Noah was the first prepper. Have you ever thought of that? Noah was
No.
the first prepper. He knew doomsday was coming and he prepared for it. Of course, he had help from the Almighty. However, he was the first prepper. I don't think there's anybody else in the Bible who was prepping before or more than Noah. Now this microphone's bothering me now. I don't know what to do with this. This is crazy. Maybe, perhaps, if we shut down a few things. I run a pirate radio station in the background, and that can change how things are done. Well, if that doesn't work, nothing will. So, when it comes to living La Vida Noah, some call us Noahide, some call us Gertosha, which is what I was called as well as Noahide. And when you hear the words here in the Parsha, and I moved on to chapter 36, whoever has turquoise, purple, scarlet. Um, Now he goes through certain folks in the lineage of the Israelite, like B'nai Israel, like actual Israelites, because there was a lot of people who weren't Israelites there. They were a mixed multitude. We don't know who they were. They were subjugated in Egypt, and some of them were Egyptian, like the Hebrews. Now, while certain people headed up like building the breastplate, building the or hammering the gold, or making who could make linen, got appointed and blessed with his spirit so that they would know the proper way to make a a kosher tapestry for the Mishkan, the portable temple, if you will. And but everything else, it seems to me, and this is when I was checking out some of James Gosnell's videos, and when he's teaching and whatnot, he was one of his more famous videos. He says you have to watch out for when they say the congregation of Israel. So for the first couple of parts, first couple of chapters in this week's Parsha, you have words like any man or woman, who their heart so moved. Let me see if I can find that. He gets specific about the skilled, but you'll just hear the language. Any man or woman whose heart is filled may or is moved to do so, brings the gold, brings the turquoise, brings the purple, the blue. The entire community of the Israelites then left Moses' presence. After, I'm bringing, that's verse 20 in 35. So what I want to get at here is, while as Noahides we are separate from the Jewish people, um, we are not detached either, because it says right here in Torah, everyone whose heart uplifted him came forward, and everyone of generous spirit brought a contribution for God. The men accompanied the women. All those who were generous of heart brought bracelets, nose rings, finger rings, and chastity belts, as well as gold objects of all kinds. I didn't read ahead. I read too far ahead. Chastity belts. Yeah, that's good. That's metal. Whoever had turquoise. It's not about if the Jew was able to contribute. It said anybody, man and woman alike. Every man and woman among the Israelites whose heart compelled them to bring something for all the work that God had commanded to be done through Moses brought a donation for God. So the point I'm making here is that's everybody. That's anybody who was among the Israelites. And when you become a Noahide, you have to, in the end. I know not all do, and I know a lot of Jews don't want them around, but You have to attach to the Jewish people as well. That's just kind of part of it. That's your place in Torah. Otherwise, you're back, prior to Avraham. You're at that bare bones, 3 hairs away from Neanderthal. It's the place of mankind. And then you start fresh with Noah, but it's a very bare minimum way to live. When you start studying the Torah, that more comes with it. This microphone is silly. That's not going to help either. No, it doesn't. It just grows. It grows. You go deeper. You hear my voice. I'm kidding. So yeah, it's part of it. And the reason why I brought this up is because I got into a debate, if you want to call it that. Let's see if I don't enable stereo mix. I'm still getting a bit of an echo. This is amazing. This is this is new for me. I can usually fix things quickly, but not today, and it's distracting me. Okay, it's too early for Haftorah. Lisa, Rosalie, how you been doing?
Oh, I'm okay. I made it through work today. Crazy day.
Yeah,
Glad it's over. Glad it's over.
March Madness.
Yeah, if you want to say that, yeah. I'm still half a voice, so
Well, you
there's that
sound
too.
haven't you here? You sound great. Did you get a post by our friend Gav over there in the land of Israel? He made a post. I thought that was so great. It says, and I didn't have time to get a picture of it, a screenshot, but he says, getting so blasé about missiles that I put a bag of popcorn in the microwave
Yes,
for when we get back from our shelter.
yes. And I love the bottom of it. Is that popcorn? Munch, munch, munch. You want some?
Yeah. Did you make popcorn during the bomb raid or something? Yeah. My wife says
Yeah.
that, and he's like, nom, nom, nom.
Yes, that was awesome.
That's how it is over there, y'all. And look, I'm an American, okay? I've never been to the promised land, but I know where God's intentions lie, and I am a proud American Zionist because Jews, Torah, the land, you can't go wrong. Well, you can. That's they've gone wrong. It's gone wrong a couple of times, but according to everything that we're seeing, this is when the Jews are ready to come home. Speaking of Holy Land, I almost said Holy Land, and I did a flip through of one of my Chumashim back here, trying to find the word Holy Land in Torah. And when I got to Dennis Prager, he's coming back to radio. His speech,
Yay.
I got an email or a voicemail from him. Then they released him on PragerU a couple of days later, but I donate to PragerU, so I get the voicemail on my phone. He likes me. He likes me. But anyway, he's getting better, and I hope he keeps getting better. This is from the Rational Bible. And I turn the microphone off, and then I turn it on. And apparently that does the trick for a little while. And let me turn this up a wee bit. Grab my eyeballs. Thank you, Rosalie.
You're welcome.
Eyes could not see without the brilliance and the lovely Rosalie. Anyway.
Don't miss the next appointment at the eye doctor.
Don't need them. I got Walmart.
There you
On
go.
60, yeah. Actually, there's an optometrist up the road at the Super Walmart. I think we have an optometrist still in there. I might have to go up there. This silly mic. On 6 days work may be done, but on the seventh day you shall have a Sabbath of complete rest, holy to the Lord. The remainder of Exodus is concerned with building of the tabernacle and everything in it as well. First, however, the laws of the Sabbath are reiterated to provide the Israelites with an important stipulation. Even though the building of the sanctuary is the holiest work they will ever engage in, they are not allowed to do so on the Sabbath. In the Torah and later Judaism, time is holier than place, and thus the observance of the holiest day of the week takes precedence over the building of the holiest place. That's from the Mishnah, Shabbat 7:2. Mishnah lists 39 types of labor done at the tabernacle, all of which are prohibited on the Sabbath. And that's how the law is. Like, Jews can't do certain stuff. They can't ride on Shabbat. They can't drive on Shabbat. As we read in the Torah portion, you can't light a candle on Shabbat. If I'm not mistaken, you can't put one out. You have to let it die out. Those are the 39 types of labor done in the tabernacle are prohibited to the whole of Israel on Shabbat, and they broke that down in Talmud. They wrote that down a long time ago, and now you can find it in the Talmud. Scissors, can't use scissors because or you can't poke anything because leather work is done. So is sewing, writing. You can't write anything down on Shabbat. Why? Because the priest writes. They write, Torah scrolls and copy parchment and whatnot. So if they can't do it, you can't either. That's work. This is the work. You don't hear God talk too much about work in Torah. We get a nice long list of work they've been doing. So anyway, Abraham, this is continuing here in the Rational Bible on commentary here. Abraham Joshua Heschel notes that in the Hebrew Bible, not even the Promised Land is called holy. While holiness of the land and the holiness of the festivals depends on the actions of the Jewish people, the holiness of the Shabbat preceded Israel's existence. It's in Genesis chapter 2. Even if people failed to observe the Shabbat, it remains holy. Not even the Promised Land is called holy. And we call it the Holy Land. I've heard Jews call it that. I've heard Christians call it that, the Holy Land. I mean, one of my first rabbis online says that Israel, or the land, that place is the belly button of the world, particularly the Temple Mount. Belly button of the world.
Navel.
So this is an interesting read. I could just sit and read today, and I think the publishers might frown on that. I could just sit and read this because he has so much to say, and Dennis has a way of putting things intelligently to the common man. But if you haven't gotten it yet, he's got a series. He's got 3 out right now. This is Exodus, Rational Bible, and his commentary from Dennis Praker, a great thinker, veteran broadcaster, and an all-around swell guy. Get well, Dennis. To your health. All right, where are we going to move to now? Nobody in the chat? Nobody in the chat? Y'all get on in here. We'd love to have you here. There's a link. It says Rumble Studio. That gets you here. Hopefully, you won't have an echo.
Lost you.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, you're still there. All 2 of you.
This is all 2 of you. Yeah. I'm not schizophrenic. Neither am I. I wonder if I unplug and plug.
Nothing. Got nothing.
Do you hear something now?
Yes, Echo.
Both of us, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. This is
Is
crazy.
the other microphone hooked up?
There's no other microphone. Yeah, here's my other mic I was using. It's Samson. This is a great little mic, and I bragged about this online. I should go back to it now. I just like the headphones so much. This is a Samson Go mic. It emulates an electric condenser, the flat microphones you see in the 70s, but it's a tiny little thing and does a really nice job. I've actually done professional work with it. I hope the people who I did work for don't know that. But yeah, I've actually done a lot of voice work with this itty bitty little microphone and a little bit of digital processing, of course. Okay, well, I say we go to Haftorah because if we don't,
Yay.
or I want to start talking microphones and radios and uh, so we are in Ezekiel chapter 36. The link over here, the Chabad link, has a spot up top with 7 portions, and you'll see something called Haftorah. It's a section of the Hebrew Bible directly there that pertains to what we've studied or what we read in the Parsha, but it's not of the Torah itself. So, Zeke, chapter 38, we begin at 16.
36.
What'd I say?
38.
38. Well,
36, 16.
maybe I need better glasses. I need to finish this before I started the show. That's what I needed. I want to take a sip of my little nice kosher brew. Yeah. My new place doesn't have hams.
Damn.
And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel, as long as they lived on their own land, they defiled it by their way and by their misdeeds, like the uncleanliness of a woman in the period of her separation was made their way before me. Why haven't the Jews been home until now? Because now they're ready. They wouldn't be there otherwise. 18. Wherefore I poured my wrath upon them for the blood that they had shed in the land, because they had defiled it with their idols. And I scattered them among the nations, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and their misdeeds did I judge them. Okay, still an echo. 20. And they entered the nations where they came, and they profaned my holy name, inasmuch as it was said of them, These are the people of the Lord, and they have come out of his land. But I had pity on my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the nations to which they had come. Therefore say to the house of Israel, So says the Lord God, Not for your sake do I do this, O house of Israel, but for my holy name, which you have profaned, to which they came. And I will sanctify my great name, which is profaned among the nations, which you have profaned in their midst. And the nations shall know that I am the Lord, is the declaration of the Lord God, when I will be sanctified through you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the nations and gather you from all the countries, and I will bring you to your land. Now remember, they've been reading this Haftorah for 2,000 years, about the time of Rabbinic Judaism. And now it's true. Now it's true more than ever. And I will sprinkle clean water. Imagine what a Jew would read 200 years ago, reading this Parsha, how they would think about getting back to their land. And a Jew who reads it now, fighting war after war after war to keep that land and keeping it. I want to read it again because, as Carla would say, I think it sounds vaguely important. For I will take you from among the nations and gather you from all the countries, and I will bring you to your land. And I will sprinkle clean water upon you, and you will be clean. From all your impurities and from all your abominations will I cleanse you. And I will give you a new heart, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the heart of stone out of your flesh. And I will give you a heart of flesh. The warrior wears armor because he knows how soft the heart is. And I will put my spirit within you and bring it about that you will walk in my statutes, and you will keep my ordinances and do them. Then will you dwell in the land I gave your forefathers, and I will be a people, and you will be a people to me, and I will be to you as a God. And I will save you from all your uncleanliness, and I will call to the corn, and will multiply it, and I will not decree famine over you again. And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the produce of the field, so that you shall no more have to accept the shame of famine among the nations. And you shall remember your evil ways and your deeds that were not good. And you will loathe yourselves in your own eyes on account of your sins and on account of your abominations. Not for your sake do I do it, says the Lord God. May it be known to you. Be ashamed and confounded for your ways, O house of Israel. O all of us. I still have stuff that bothers me. It creeps up. Know your shortcomings. Know your limitations. You know what I mean? So says the Lord God, on that day that I will have cleansed you from all your iniquities, and I will resettle the cities, and the ruins shall be built up. It's happened. And the desolate land shall be worked instead of its lying desolate in the sight of all that pass by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate has become like the Garden of Eden, and the cities that were destroyed and desolate and pulled down have become settled as fortified cities. And the nations that are left round about you shall know that I, the Lord, have built up the ruined places, planted the desolate ones. I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will perform it.
Yay.
Yay. Yay.
Kind of sounds like stuff going on now.
Doesn't it? Isn't it interesting? We're alive in a time to read this and, oh yeah, that's old news. And the land did respond. The account, in all accounts of Jerusalem, it was just a Midwestern place. It was just to it, ruins and holy places. There are churches and mosques and temple of the rock. Is that what they call it? The Dome of the Rock.
Dome of the Rock.
That real pretty, yeah, the gold. But there wasn't much to it. And when the Jews came back, it produced fruit like no other. Look up Israeli grapes. They really are softball size. You can see why it took 4 men to carry one vine back from when the scouts went and came back and brought this mutant fruit. But no, that's the way you grow today there. Yeah, they have normal grapes too, don't get me wrong, but it is a very fruitful place. There's the forests and the wildflowers that just blossom out of nowhere. shows everybody, the land is glad to have them back. If we can get them all there. Come on, Jews, round them up. Get on going. Get, go home. Get. Get. Save me a place. Hang on. Get.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Giddy up, Hebes. Come on. We got work to do. A world to save. What do religions say? And the religion. What do the religious people? What do they promise you? And they're going to promise you eternal life in the next world, or promise you an enlightened dimension for which you will never truly die. And you get down to Jews. What's the point of it's world peace, a world without war, where we live longer, healthier, more enriched lives. We have a lot more children. The living God. We are live every Thursday, 8 p.m. There's a link in the chat inviting you to join in. I didn't get to post a link on Twitter. I'll see if I can do that now. The way everything's running today, who knows? I'll even get into it. Hopefully here, crossing my fingers. Here we go. Here we go. Going to the single person profile. All right. In the comment section here on Twitter. And I get a couple of people who will watch, after the fact. If you ever watch when it's live, try to keep this in the comment section. You can go on Rumble. You can go on YouTube still. And where all of our stuff's been since, 2015, I think, 14 maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, get you in there and join in. We'd love to have you here. And live in Vida Noah. It's for everybody. Always was. Always was. It's the point of Judaism is us, the non-Jew. It's a weird. There's no religion like it. There's nothing. I don't know of anybody else who truly takes on that duty, that call. That their entire existence is to bring us to God. World peace. In the now, not the next life. We're talking about building a place for our kids now.
Right.
What's that?
Right.
Right on. Well, I'm pretty much wrapped up for the day. Rosalie, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, I'm good. Can't think of nothing.
Well,
but Shabbat Shalom to everybody who has Shabbat Shalom.
Yes. We give an observeth because it's holy, but it's not. We don't rest like Jews. But we do take time where it's the family. We come together. We have a special meal. Light a couple of candles. Sing Shabbat Shalom. Daddy talks God a lot.
Good to hear you.
But when you're a kid, it's not as interesting. But when you get older and realize what you've got, so yeah, we don't have the Jewish people as companions necessarily right now in this time, and that's about God. Zechariah says it's God who takes care of the ger until Mashiach. So in many ways, a Noahide is like Noah. You have to build an ark, a sacred place to keep the delusional away. You have to devote yourself to God and God alone, and not be influenced by the outside world, and survive the delusional. That's what it's really like. It's not easy. It's not as hard as being Jewish, let me tell you that. But it's not easy being that, because it's certain things you can't join in, preconceived notions, the way people think about, why does he get Friday night off every time?
Right.
You know, and that bothers
Oh, I
people.
do. I do remember one thing. I'm grateful that our astronauts are back.
Yes. Oh, I had a meme for that. I got a meme. I have an app for that. I have a meme for that. I hadn't put it up, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes.
Uh-huh.
But no, yeah, while you're burning up Teslas, Democrats, and crazy folks out there,
He's
he
bringing
saved
our people home.
2 people's lives. Oh, he saved several people's lives. There are Russians among them.
Yep.
Biden would have let him die. It's not that hard to get a rocket up in space. They were doing the math for it in the 50s. Come on. It wouldn't have been much for the U.S. to go rescue those people. And I can say the same thing for every other nation. But it took an American. It took an American
Yep.
to get him back. So, used to, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too. They're burning all these Teslas, and he's going to the moon. It's like, yeah, big deal. So what?
I'm going to save people's lives. You're the baddies, Democrats, not what's left of you, because the approval rating for Trump is through the roof, and the
I cannot
disapproval
believe that
rating for the
Democrat
Democrats.
Party. I can't believe that Democrat Party is pushing AOC. That just cracks me up. That's the best you can do. You guys are in serious trouble.
David Hogg is the vice chair of the DNC now. You remember him? He was a kid who made fake news about his school got shut up, but he made up a fake video that he was hiding out in a science lab, and it was all theater. But he released it, and everyone took it as real. And ever since then, people pay attention to the guy.
Yeah.
No, we're doing all right. It's going to get rough. It's rough now. I really hope Americans will calm down. They're trying to radicalize everything now and ramp up the. I want the divisive. It's just not the word. It's slander, the libel that's being taught to a certain section of the people about their neighbors, and it's dangerous and it's terroristic when it becomes political. That's the point. That's what we call terrorists, is when you're willing to do violence, political influence. That's what y'all are doing. It's what y'all have always been doing since Weather Underground. And before that, Bolsheviks are burning stuff down in the 30s and the 20s. It's y'all are crazy, man. Live and let live. You can't even do that. I hope that these select crazies find wisdom, uh, because this is it. We're the old ways are going away, man. It's a new world coming. It's
Yep.
coming. It's coming here on the earth.
I just shared something with you on your Facebook. It's
Yeah.
socialism versus democratic socialism.
All right.
That was good.
Let me see. Is this one I'm gonna have to put up here for everyone to see? Here we go. Hang
If
on a
you
minute.
want to, it's clean.
Let's-
I would say yes.
Are you sent? Did you send it to me
Yeah.
on Facebook?
Yeah, I just got done.
I've got a link that you sent me to Restoration of America and Conservative Grace, but I didn't get the meme.
No, it's not a meme.
Chuck.
Just click on the post. You can get it. It's a little snippet.
Oh, it's video.
Yes.
Maybe we can hear it. Could you hear it?
No.
Oh, socialism is when you have a body who takes control of the means of production. We couldn't hear it. That was good. I'll have to turn that back. Democratic socialism is when you convince enough people to vote for them, usually once. He had a coffee cup, though. All right. Well, I'm tired of hearing it go. So I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Every Thursday night, you're always welcome to join and have a chat. It is we're Noahides. We're Torah folk, but we love comparing and religions and other folks' beliefs and any questions you might have as to why a couple of old Episcopalians would be Torah loving folk. We'd love to have you. So next week, Thursdays, 8 p.m. right here. You can check me out on Twitter and join the Orphans of Abraham group on Facebook to get updates and when the show is going to be on. Rosalie, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom to you and yours as well. And to all Israel, peace for the prayers and for the remaining hostages. May they be taken care of and come home safely. If not, we'll go over there and kick their ass.
The last great ass kicking. Imagine that.
That's right. Done playing.
Shabbat Shalom, y'all. Peace.
Shabbat Shalom.